I'm going to share with you 5 lessons that I learned the hard way after 10 years of studying cold approach, dating, and attraction. Now, the reason I know this is a unique perspective is because I've personally gone through all the different phases of developing attraction skills, starting with overcoming my own personal nice guy syndrome to flirting and conversation skills and learning how to sustain short and long-term relationships. And as my skills became more advanced, I made the mistake of forgetting some of the most fundamental principles of attraction. And not just that, but I can remember like when I was starting out, it was hard to find guys that were talking about the fundamentals. Everything out there seemed advanced, and I found myself having to fill in the blanks through trial and error out in the field. So today, whether you're new to the world of attraction or an OG, I'm going to be discussing 5 basic cold approach principles that I forgot along my journey and that I know will help you stay dialed in and get better results in your dating and relationships. And in case this is your first time to my channel or seeing me, my name is KJ Harlow and I help guys with dating and attraction. I'm just a regular dude like you who really struggled with women when I was younger and became kind of obsessed with this whole attraction thing. And so I invested years into getting the results I wanted. And now here I am on YouTube sharing what I've learned with you guys. I hope you find this video helpful. Now let's get into it. Okay, so the first basic principle, and the one I really want you to remember, is this. What's implied creates curiosity. What's stated is forgettable. So when you're talking to women, you want to imply attraction as much as possible. Being direct with compliments works okay with women that are like at or below your same level of attractiveness, but if you want to date up, you need more than the ability to sustain a conversation. You need real game. So for me, I avoided direct compliments. For example, opening with the same, "I thought you were cute and wanted to say hi." Instead, I waited for openings in the conversation where I could imply my attraction. Some examples of how to imply attraction in a playful way could be, "Hey, really quick fellas, is my way of saying thank you to all of you that have been engaging with the content and subscribing. I'm giving lifetime free access to my entire coaching community on School, which includes 3 coaching calls per week with live Q&A. And I'm also going to post the recordings of all those in the group. You're going to have full access to my entire dating fundamentals course, which is 8 hours of recorded content talking about flirting, approaching, first dates, texting, social media, online game, all of it. And you're going to be able to collaborate with each other and wing for each other when you're running into roadblocks, if you're having trouble texting, having trouble after a first date. I really want to build this community up, so that's lifetime free access for the first 15 guys to join. Don't wait on this because after that, prices are going up, man. I'll see you guys later. If you're talking to a girl and she asks, where you're from, you could be like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Denver. Have you ever been?" "You have? Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty girls there. I bet you fit right in." Or if you ask where she's from and she says she's from LA, you could be like, "Oh, LA, of course you are. All the pretty girls in Scottsdale are from LA. Or, of course, I swear every cute girl I meet here is from LA. And then follow the compliment up with the challenge. So you could be like, "All right, Miss California, so tell me what makes you special." I used to say cheesy shit like that all the time, man. And girls loved it, especially pretty girls. Hell, this is literally how I speak to old ladies and cashiers at the coffee shop. Like, this is how to be charming, fellas. None of those examples are a direct compliment, but all of them get the message across that you find this girl attractive. It's implied in what you are saying. Women are so much more open to receiving compliments this way versus something that's stated directly. And quick side note, working in small remarks like these, that's how you move from a transactional conversation to initiating playful banter. This is how you make the conversation fun and how you give girls that excited feeling in their gut. Okay, basic principle number 2 is the good guy persona is the most attractive persona. And in a previous video, I discussed the differences between nice guys and good guys. And if you haven't seen it, I'll link it above and in the description. But you want to be the good guy who is centered and balanced. The nice guy plays it too safe and he's boring. The jerk persona is an overcompensation and really only appeals to low quality women. When I got into cold approach and attraction, the mistake I made is I went from the nice guy extreme to the cocky and arrogant extreme. And although that's better than being a nice guy, it doesn't really work well when trying to attract high quality, confident women. If you put out fuckboy vibes or jerk vibes, girls with any measure of self-esteem won't take you seriously. Like, you might get a date, you might even close, but I can tell you from experience that the girls you really want, they're looking for the good guy. They're looking for someone who is exciting, yes, but also someone stable and dependable and genuine. And when your entire persona screams player, it just chases the best girls away. All right, basic principle number 3. There's an old saying I like. It's a great reminder of how courtship works with women. It goes like this: the flower doesn't choose the bee, the flower blossoms, and then the bee finds the flower. You're the flower, and I know that sounds goofy, but it's true, man. Your job is to demonstrate attractive qualities and let women pick you. Don't suffocate the interaction by staying in constant pursuit. Create space for her to choose you. Be comfortable going after what you want, but once you have her attention, you need to strike that balance between showing intent and letting her pursue you back. All right, moving on to principle number 4. When you're starting out with cold approach, you kind of have to learn to stay in the pocket through that initial apprehension, right? Like, you have to pass the shit test, because rarely do girls just open up and start flirting right out of the gate. It takes some work, but you need to pay attention to where you're at during the interaction and be prepared to exit at the peak of the conversation. You want to exit on the highest note possible. It's when things are really flowing, you want to ask for her number and then make your exit. So pay attention to her non-verbal cues. Like, is she sustaining eye contact and are her shoulders facing your direction? Or is she starting to look around the room, or, at her phone or at her watch? Because if you had her attention and now you're losing it, you waited too long. Depending on the situation, I found the sweet spot for cold approach to be between 3 and 10 minutes, roughly. Like, if she's really opening up, don't put a time limit on it. But if she's on her way somewhere and you stop her, or waiting for friends, or waiting for an Uber, keep it moving, man. The last thing you want is some outside variable to come and interrupt the moment and steal your fire. And if you need a simple exit strategy, my favorite line for wrapping up a cold approach was simply saying, "Hey, so I have to run. I know we just met, but I really enjoyed talking to you. Can I see you again sometime?" That's disarming, it feels genuine, and it makes your intentions clear. Like, I want her to know that I want to see her again, versus pussyfooting around it like, "Oh, can I get your Instagram?" Like, no, dude. Go full send, no half measures. If you're going to ask her out, then just ask her out. Okay, and basic principle number 5 is something I started to run into as I got more advanced with my cold approach skills. I got comfortable approaching girls virtually in every situation, but the thing is that I started to take away from social experiences that were meant to be shared with my friends, and it really rubbed my friends the wrong way at times. You don't want to be that guy in the group that all you ever think about is getting laid. You need to be able to stay present in social outings with your friends and focus on just having fun, man. Like, the byproduct of having fun with your friends is also that you naturally attract more women. It's funny how that works, right? Like, when girls see 2 guys standing at the bar, scanning the room, it turns them off, dude. You look thirsty. But if you and your buddies are just laughing it up and having fun, unconcerned with your surroundings, it makes you more desirable and more appealing. So if you're out with the guys, make sure you focus on engaging with your friends and make meeting women the secondary goal, because this promotes better friendships, better social experiences, and then when you and your friends appear to be having fun, it makes you guys seem more attractive. Now, fellas, we are almost to 5,000 subs, so please don't leave your boy hanging. If you found this video helpful, smash that like and subscribe button. Your support truly means a lot, and I want to thank you for watching this video. My name is KJ Harlow, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.